Is this episode sponsored by the Ranker Gang? I have no information on this. The weather is really nice today. To bring in some different topics, if you know what I mean. Okay. Everything. So coincidentally, the last song we just heard was the one I last PB'd to. Okay, so please tell me in advance this time, is my voice compared to the music level alright? Or should I turn the music down? So while you answer that question, I'll actually have the super low delay now, so... Okay, thank you. So yeah, today's episode... I actually had the idea to not today. I mean, someone else proposed it as well, but I just let it grow for a bit while I'm quite busy, but I still, while I was in the uni, I kind of spent some time thinking about this, and I actually like the idea a lot now. So episode 2 is about which player had a lot of influence on a particular level. So which levels got shaped by a single player influencing everybody else the most. And I have, I believe, 7 examples for this. You guys can have your guesses. Sabu guessed Rancor. I don't know who. You guys can guess before I show the first one, but you won't. There's no way you're gonna guess the first one. So, but you can guess in the meantime while I bring up the first one. I believe it's this scene. No, that's my dashboard. All right. Nice. Interesting. We need this. Yes. So yeah. This is the first example. Nobody guessed. Nice guys. I'm just trying to bring in the stream interaction and you just... Asper 2's your get, dude. How did you know? But yeah, it's correct. Tasper 2 is the guess. And and Ryan for Wedge. Yeah, Tasper 2. So this is a run from a very long time ago. Let's see from when this is. 4 years ago. I just can't fucking believe I played this game for 4 years already. Okay. So, A Boba. Look, dongers were a thing back in the day. Anyways, Tasper 2. So why is it in there? So this is the time I had a solid 45 runs completed on Padawan. As you can see. My PB at this point is a 41.50. And back in the... Hello, Brindor. Back in the day, I guess there were... apart from me, there were 2 or 3 other players playing the game. And there was a guy who always hung out in my chat, even before I streamed Jedi Academy. It's actually my first moderator. And, you guys can guess who I'm talking about, but I'm just gonna tell you, it's Bildo. And Bildo, so Bildo watched me stream this game, and at the time I didn't know he was really into PC runs. He liked that I played the game, he played it himself, he found it was a very fun speed game. And back when I was running this game, there were 3 things that were just a fucking pain in the butt. Number 1 was Tasper 2. Do you guys know why? I mean, I'm just gonna build this up like a lecture now while we're at it. You guys can guess why. I'm gonna name the other examples. The other one is Hoth 2, Hoth 3, and Bounty. And Savru is correct. The reason is Alora. And Alora at the time was so bad. I mean, I'm 1 minute ahead, and it was the kind of time where I could have easily lost this 1 minute just because of Alora. Because literally the strat was to go light side, and spam the double Saber Kata. The reason was, we thought that light side, or I thought, I was pretty much the only guy running this game, so I thought light side was better because then the guys don't attack you in core 1 and core 2. That's the reason we went light side. I'm not kidding. And so Builder comes in and finds... I was really getting annoyed, okay? At 150 completed runs or 150 runs, you think you're a big deal and so on, and every run is precious. And he found this thing that you're gonna see in a second, and he put so much time into this. And he found so many good strats for this, and then this is what we... Oh, look at these angle change. 10 per second. Okay, look what's gonna happen. We're waiting, we're waiting. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Oh my god, mind blown! This is the sickest strat in the fucking history of Jedi Academy. I'm not even kidding you. This is so sick. See, I'm just pumped. I'm just looking at this, and I knew I was pumped at this point. I knew I just nailed the fucking hardest shit in the run. Can you believe this? This silly bullshit fight was the hardest thing in this run. Oh man. So, this is not the only thing he found. So, this is just the thing that was the most... It was 100% consistent.
Fucking go.
And a thing that is 100% consistent when it was before 20% consistent is such a huge step forwards. It was him who also... because of this, I don't know if it was because of this, but he also started looking at every single other boss in the entire game. He started looking at Alora 1, which he also found strats for, but they weren't as cool as this one. He found the glitch, which you may or may not know, which is the remote fire glitch, while he was investigating this level. The remote fire glitch is a glitch where your saber bounces in this room. It bounces up and down, and you can shoot from your saber, regardless of where you are. So you can be outside of the room, and your saber will shoot the bullets of the gun that you hold in your hand. He investigated Tavion and Kyle, and found out that you can vid restart into dark side cutscene later. So this was only the strat for light side. I wanted to do light side, so what I'm doing is I'm waiting for 54s here, okay, and then so that you can stun her and go speed. If you don't speed, she doesn't die instantly. Later, he then found the vid restart into the cutscene and found that to be 100% consistent. So it was a particular example of one guy coming in, taking a level that was supposed to be shit, and making it fun. And it was him who made me like this level, just because of this one part. And I realized that parts that you hate because they're bad, they can be improved. That you can, I don't know, you can go in and find a strat for something that you hate. It might be a stupid idea if you think about it, but for me it was mind blown, I swear. It was amazing. And I picked this run because it was probably one of the first examples where we used this. If I look at the run before, I might actually find it on my obsoleted runs page, but maybe it is my first run, I'm not sure, that I submitted. I like how the first example always already put you all to sleep. Perfect. Seems like a good lecture so far. Yeah, this is the first run I have. Okay, so the cool thing is you can see my URL bar, which is good for a variety of reasons. Of course, so that you can see all the porn that's open, and so on. But it's also nice because you can't guess the next examples. So yeah, that was example 1, Buildo and Tasper 2. The next one is a paste spin. The paste spin done by somebody whose name is Zenvar, and September 9th, 2016. So why do I bring in Stamp? I also hate Jokey, by the way, I didn't say hello. Stamp. So Stamp isn't even in any percent, so why do I bring this up? So it was... let me actually see when I started doing this. It should be visible right on this page. Yeah, the first all secrets runs were when I got to 33. This is when I decided my any percent time was good enough, and I looked into all secrets. And yet again, the exact same thing occurred, okay? So we had one level, which was tier 3 stamp, and it was able to kill your run literally single-handedly. It would be a complete... It could lose you 3 minutes of the Rancor just being stuck. You didn't know what to do, you had to restart the level, or try to get him unstuck for 1 minute and then restart the level. And it was horrible, and I didn't like it at all. I didn't like killing 20 guys with a lightsaber. So I just, I don't know, pushed it away for a long time to look into this level. And then, for whatever reason, I don't even remember why anymore, Zenny just decided he's gonna pick this up, make it his baby, and then make it consistent for everyone. And everyone was me, because literally nobody else ran all secrets at the time. And there was no all levels run either. All levels wasn't done. And I bring this example up even though it's a very uninteresting one for any percent, because look at the depth. Just look at this. Like the amount, so you guys can't understand this. Like he talked to this about this to me a lot. The amount of hours he spent on this level, and also what makes it such a cool example to me is because he was so smart about it. He did experiments and he understood the AI of the Rancor without knowing what he was doing. You know what I mean? It's not like he had the code or he had the intel on, hey, Rancor's going to do A if you do B. He just did things and then made a pattern based on it, and then later took everything together after he completely understood the Rancor's AI. He went back and improved the level so that it was completely consistent. And it's for the same reason it is in this list as the last example, because I mean it's even more impressive to me because it's just look at this. So at the very beginning he has already 4 different scenarios and he knows which one is the most often and the least often one, and all of these have different ratings and how fast they can be dealt with, and every single one has an answer that you can do. There were ways he would trick the game. Like he found out, for example, one thing that just blows my mind until now. He found out that if the Rancor walks over a corpse, or first of all, the Rancor has 2 different attack animations. The one is a slam and the other one is with a swipe. The swipe, and this is what is interesting. The swipe will pick up you if you are close to him. If you're not close to him, however, then it might pick up anything else, even a corpse, and then he might eat it. And he can also use the swipe or the slam to destroy stuff that is in his way. So when he's following you, he's destroying all these. I can actually show you in game, in case you're not aware how stamp works. Maybe some of you guys don't know what it is. Stamp is the level with the mutant Rancor. So let's bring up JK. And he will follow you based on whether or not he's seeing you, and he will also lose track and gain track of you based on whether or not he's seeing you in the last time. The game just crashed on me. No, it didn't. Okay, so in the swipe, and this is the most interesting thing, if he uses the swipe on something that he wants to destroy, okay, like these boxes, if he follows me, like if he has my aggro, which I currently have, this is a slam, and then this is a swipe. And if there would be a corpse right here, or a cultist, or me, then he just picks up the corpse and eats it and wastes a bunch of time. Okay? So his idea was, and that was so brilliant to me, his idea was to simply push away every corpse. So for example, for these 2 cultists, what you do is you simply jump up on this ledge, and then the AI of them will always make them jump up to you. They will, see? Every time. And then you can just wait for them, kill them. And then their corpses are up here, and you can simply go down, the Rancor will follow you. And then you activate speed, you run through this door, and he will just stay right there. Because you're speeded, the time will pass slower, and he will be instantly killing this door away when you're on the other side. So this, I don't know, it's brilliant. It really is brilliant. And he also made videos, as you can see. he made videos based on every single strategy he would show. So he always also broke these containers because the Rancor gets distracted. You see, there's a case of where he pushes away a corpse. He kills these containers because the Rancor gets distracted. He sees them and not you for a long time. Quick save quick load is used to on purpose, by the way. The quick save quick load is used to reset his AI, because after the quick save quick load he will do an AI check if he sees you, so it resets this minimum time that he's following you. And all of this stuff is what he figured out. Now Rancor comes over, quick save quick load, so he has his attention. He doesn't want me to watch this now because in Hall 2 there's a new strat, so we will listen to him. You go on the other side with speed, get rid of this guy, you shoot the thing right there, and he's not going to swipe, so you don't need to get rid of these corpses. And then this guy jumps up to you, you can kill him. Corpse is not in the way because there's nothing he can swipe at. These two corpses are a bit more problematic, so you want to push them away because he's going to swipe at the container you're standing on, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's Rancor. Excuse me, Stamp. And it was great. It was actually fantastic. It was the way he improved this level for me, and he only did it for me. I strongly advise you guys to watch his tier 3 Stamp IL run. He also did one without collecting all the secrets, and he put a shit ton of work in it, and I doubt anyone's gonna beat it in anytime soon. Okay, so that was Stamp. Sabu's sweating right now because he knows the Rancor gang. He knows them. Just gonna take a sip of tea, eat a cookie. Alright, so that was example 2. One of my favorite ones, I think. So many good ones are coming up though. How many rank coins? I mean, they have so many. They butted me a lot of rank coins. Okay, so the next example is Rancor. And Rancor, actually 2 people get on anyone's mind when you talk about tier 3 Rancor. Number 1 is Mega, sadly not playing this game anymore, which is a shame because he was a very unique player, had a unique style. The other one is JO. So Rancor was done at a time, or it was another level that, because it wasn't in any percent, nobody paid a lot of attention on it. Unlike Fatal, because Fatal was considered to be extremely fun. I spend a lot of time on it, and other people too, like Muffin. But Rancor and Stamp, they didn't achieve or didn't get much attention because they were supposed to be a bit RNG heavy because of all the guys you needed to kill, and you needed to get the prisoners follow you. It was the same for the same reason as Stamp. And even Muffin, I think he did a all secrets run at some point at some marathon. It might have been the Harvey, I don't know what it was. I think he might have done all secrets at some point, and or it was all levels, excuse me. It was all levels. And it was at GDQ, it was this year's GDQ. And I had to teach him the Stamp stuff and the Rancor stuff because he just didn't particularly enjoy them. Didn't learn them beforehand. Okay, so Rancor was rerouted by Reens, also someone who's just for some reason disappeared from the scene, which is very, very sad because Reens was also a huge influence to this game's development. And Reens actually found the animation clips that you could do to do the level in one go. You don't have to go into the basement a single time with animation clipping. And this actually improved the All Secrets run so much, but then nobody ever realized it would have improved the any percent as well. And it was... You guys have to realize this Wedge was done for so long, and like people would be like, yeah, Wedge is a long level, but it's also so cool. Everyone loved Wedge. I don't I can't think of anyone who would say Wedge was a shit level. At least at medium range of like a mid-30 time, nobody hates Wedge. And so I think I asked the story about the story earlier, but I believe I always told people who didn't like Wedge to just try out Rancor, because already in the already in the tutorial that I did a long time ago, I believe in my very first tutorial I also go through Rancor. That might be right or wrong. I can't tell exactly. Because Rancor was always a good alternative. When I was a young player with like a 40 time, I went for Rancor because it was 10 million times more consistent for me than doing these big hops over the gaps on Wedge, which I didn't understand at all. And I told Jo, hey, you should check out Rancor, and he did. And then he just didn't stop. Like he took the level and he realized so many things could be improved. And he was genuinely saying the level might be faster than Wedge, and everybody was like, yeah, this is kind of boring. Nobody wants to exchange Wedge for Rancor. And until the day where I don't know, I always watched these videos, but I didn't quite understand it until I did it on my own. And this is particularly such a cool thing, because the only thing that was literally hindering me from including Wedge into my runs was the fact that the Rancor wouldn't follow you. And this video actually was one of the steps that takes you to the point where... So this is a mind trick here, you mind trick the Rancor. What you used to be doing is you wait here. This is also in the all secret zone. You wait here until he approaches you, you run into the corner, into this corner right here, and you mind trick him, you go around him, and then he's parked there. He doesn't recognize anything around him anymore, but it takes a good 10 seconds. And that made the level slower. And actually Jo put so much time into this level that you realized you don't have to do this. You can simply walk past him. If you do it the correct way, he will aggro onto you right here, because the cutscene speeds up his AI. Normally mind trick takes 10 seconds, but with the cutscene takes roughly 10 seconds, so he's already free. And then look at this. So this is so cool. So in this level, you have to realize, how does cutscene skipping work? Cutscene skipping is speeding up the game, okay? You speed up the game by as much as 125 frames per second can calculate the cutscene. That means the game is running at a faster rate. And that means the Rancor, if you do it correctly, he will just appear next to you. So why does he do that? It's because his AI is making him follow you. And the cutscene is just so long that it speeds up the Rancor walking towards you. Additionally, and that is the even cooler thing about this level, it also speeds up the prisoners running, right? So once you talk to them, which is done exactly at this point here, so now they're running, okay? They have to run all the way to the beginning, and these boys take the longest that you just taught, these guys right here. And what you do, and this you can see, so first of all, look at all the Rancor levels he uploaded. So you can see this, for example, in the IL. What you do is you use the cutscene so that the prisoner's there. So this cutscene skip right there, this. Suddenly, the prisoners, like, they're 10 seconds further in because the cutscene is 10 seconds long. And you waste no time doing that. Also, this is with spin, but yeah. And then this is the last cutscene. This is also the reason why you do want to do this as the last cutscene, because then it speeds up all the prisoners together, and then these guys have the fastest walk to the end, and it's not a big deal. And then you only need to talk to these guys, and then the level is fine. And then all these optimizations. Okay, yeah, you do the corridor last, so you kill as many prisoners as you can, so they don't block each other. Then you spam the dialogue away. And then you simply wait. And then they all pile up, they don't get stuck ideally, and then the level ends. And this, in my PB, I believe, in my PB on the leaderboards, in my 27, I do Rancor. And the reason is Jo. And this was before Moonwheel, okay? Moonwheel came in, suddenly Wedge 12 seconds faster again. But it's just an individual putting in so much effort you have to think about it this way, also for the community. So many, I mean, I started doing this level because somebody put in so much time, and other people too. So this is what I wanna shout out with this episode. Okay, so this is example 3. So now we're coming up to 4. And for 4 I actually forgot to put a certain video in that we need to watch first. And the 4th level will be Trip. Yeah, thanks, Jo. So you scroll all the way down. And then we don't find what I want to find. Needs to be further down. This one. Okay, so the old trip skip. The old trip skip, this is already when we had a low 40. This is real time, by the way. There was no load remover at the time, so this time is probably like a 37, 38, because my loads were insanely long at the time. The person I want to talk about is Reens, and the level is Trip. So this is example 4. On Trip, the old thing you used to do is this. You fly over this gap, and then you get into this area, into this yard, okay? You fly over a cutscene trigger. The cutscene trigger is right here. I hope you can see my mouse cursor, but I think with the good resolution you should be able to see it. Also, I'm going to turn on theater. So the cutscene trigger is right here, and if you fly over it, then actually this door that you're going to see in a second. What? Lol. This door right there doesn't close. You can go into this yard and you can do the skip going up onto the end of the level right there. And actually, this is the first time ever it happened to me. I mean, I've been told other people have had it happen to them, but this is not so far behind the Tasper video we watched as a first. This happened.
What? Holy! Oh my god, dude! Oh my god!
Okay. So this is called the Nicky Cage. This trick was called the Nicky Cage. This is the ledge we land on. I landed on it just with the first bike, and I didn't realize it, so I just walked off. I didn't know you can do this. I didn't realize this is even possible, so right there I'm walking on it and I just walk off. And the time save, I mean, taking the bike back during the skip again takes a good 40 seconds easily. So this stupid shit saves 30 seconds, and it was so random. It was so tough to hit it with the exact precise angle you needed. And then you also need to get lucky, because the bike has different places where you can descend off, and then you need to descend on this side, have the momentum being transferred onto you, the height you need to release at this exact right point, and then get lucky. It was just complete luck if you would get this or not. And Trip was very difficult, very difficult. It was a very difficult level at the time. So people got good at the skip, it wasn't so hard anymore. And it was while I was at the first ESA when Prasco beat me. When Reens was at his prime in strat finding, he was a complete legend. And he kept posting these funny videos that I unfortunately cannot find anymore. Maybe if I do it right now with you guys together, I will be able to find it. His videos are great, by the way, but he didn't make many of them public. As you can see, there's not many. Not many of them are public. Most of them are... See, the Ghost Surprisey. He found the Ghost Surprisey as well. He found Group Flying. Skips and strats. He was just a legend. Okay. Oh, what is this? You... Oh man, Reens' videos were always a fucking bummer. No, not bummer. Burner. They were always great. And the funniest thing about him was, you need to keep in mind this guy didn't run the game himself, okay? He just did this for the entire fucking day. He did shit like this, and then posted a video in Discord. Okay, and this was his favorite thing, okay? He would just post videos, yeah, like this. In the first part, and he was like, yeah, one day I'm gonna get up there. And we were like, yeah, blah blah, Mr. Freeman. Blah blah blah. You will never go up there. I need more rank coins. Okay. And one day he kept posting videos of him trying to rage up, and then until he posted this video, nobody believed anything. Like, even after this video, I didn't believe anything. He posted this video, and he was like, "Look," and I was like, "What is this shit?" I mean, thanks. You tried probably 500 times until you got this the first time. Like, thanks for the effort, but I'm just gonna keep doing the old strat because this looks so retarded that nobody's ever gonna do this in a run. And then he just didn't want to stop. Like, he just he called this the nickel age because it's the Nicholas Cage, but it's shorter. You just cut off the middle and then it becomes the nickel age. Okay. And then he even found, look, he even practically did the rageless one. Yeah. And he did this. And he even, this is not in the video, but he put in a lot of time to make it consistent. He put in so much time because he loved this trick, I think. He just wanted people to do it because it was silly. He put in the time to find setups and everything, and it's unbelievable. Like, I can't believe we are doing this strat today from the time this video was released, excuse me. This was, you can see, this was in June 2016. I went to ESA in July 2016, I think. So this was known when I went to ESA, and I was like, yeah, nobody cares. I mean, it's just nice and all, but yeah. And now everybody's doing it. I mean, it's, I don't know. And it's like one of the crazy things. Reens found so many crazy things in this game. It's one of the things we're actually doing. So I really like this. I really like this. Okay, so that was 4, I believe. Nobody guessed anything, so thanks, guys. So what is the next one? We have some left, so don't worry. The next one is, I just couldn't leave it out, even though it's not such a big deal as the other 4 that I showed you now. The next one is Yevon 1B and Muffin. And I just couldn't exclude this because I don't think any level is associated with anyone more than Yevon 1B is associated with Muffin. Even though Arrow has a faster Yevon 1B nowadays, the guys who were around for a long time, there's no level, I think, that, I don't know, one person loved more than anyone else than Yevon 1B, or Muffin loved Yevon 1B. Yeah, Yoon Trip is yeah, I mean, everybody has their favorite levels where they just spend the most time on, but I think Yevon 1B is a special example because nobody liked this level. And second, yeah, just like you're saying, I don't think anyone grinded this level more than Muffin. Okay, I mean, that's true for any level for someone. I mean, somebody grinded all the other levels more than anyone else, but I wanted to bring up some nostalgic examples, if you know what I mean. Because I think you guys know the new times, so I just wanted to bring up some stuff of the old times. And one of the things Muffin always claimed, so I stopped improving about when I had like a 43 or something, right? Like I just kept getting 45s, and I was fine with it. I was like, why would I save 2 seconds more or less on Yevon 1B and spend 100 hours trying to do that? And he kept claiming a 40, sub 40 was possible, and I was like, I was actually believing this wasn't possible. I believed he was just talking shit until this happened. And I think, of course, later, this is just him doing a run, by the way. He had a 31 at the time, apparently. This is just a normal run attempt. You can see the timer is not started early, and you also have to take into account that the actual level timer doesn't stop after the cutscene. So it is even a faster 39 than he has in this video. He still uploaded it like this to the leaderboard, to the IL leaderboard, I think. But it was, in fact, it was faster than a 39, 60 or whatever he had posted. And of course, he's already better at the level, and there's more. But I think the subs 40, that was the first or the biggest milestone. It's such a random number, but I think getting this pushed him to go even lower. So I just included this for this reason. It's not like a huge, oh my god, people are spamming Yevon maybe because of this, but I do believe him putting so much time and effort into this level has influenced other people to do the same thing. That's why I included it. Alright. 2 more left. Rogue. What do you mean with Rogue Hotshot? Who influenced Rogue so much? I mean, which player was it on Rogue? I'll give you guys some time to guess again, because I want to drink something real quick. Green script flying, yeah. Exactly, thank you. Clearly everyone is script flying across the gap. Okay, I guess it's like in a lecture, in an actual lecture, everybody's not daring to say anything. Mihail. You mean because he used spin as a first guy? Had to have done something. Yeah, I mean the quick chains on Rogue were, okay, I don't want to sound like this, but they were all found by me. Leap of Faith, okay. Ah, that's actually a good one. That's actually a good one. The old Leap of Faith is one of my favorite tricks in the game still, because of the way it works, and you guys probably don't even know it. I can show it as a bonus, okay? I'll show Leap of Faith evolution after the last example I have on my list. But I have to do it in-game because there's no video. Actually, there is a video. Never mind. There's a video. Yeah, let's watch the video. Let's watch the video as the last one. This Leap of Faith is the bonus. But you're not correct. It's not on my list. Bildo. What do you mean Bildo? Bildo on Rogue? Oh man, I drank Christmas tea for the first time this year. It's already this time. Just guessing, okay. Alright, no guesses coming in. Fair enough. You guys are ruining your own fun. And mine. Mainly mine though. Okay. So the next one we boot up a video that I think, okay, I don't want to claim anything that's wrong, but I doubt many of you have seen this video. So the next level I'm talking about is Core 1. And I guess, okay, all of these example... oh yeah, Surprise would have been a good one too. Oh man, Surprise would have been a really good one. So you can still guess who the player was, but I'm just gonna show a video that is a really old video by me 3 years ago. It's sad that it doesn't show the date. It's really dumb. So this is the reverse force jump run I did. Okay, so wait, I have to shut up so that you can listen. So reverse force jump is a category where you cheat yourself force jump 3 in tier 1 and then force jump 1 in tier 3. And then in tier 3 you have to complete task for 1, task for 2, core 1, core 2 with force jump 1. And that was like a puzzle challenge, but 10 million times harder. So like just figuring out how to do task for 1. I recommend you guys watch the last 4 levels of this run, just for the historical reasons and because it was fun to do, and I hope that the old historic me, I haven't watched this clip, but I hope the old historic me is explaining this in a good way. But yeah, just watch. We're in Korban, and like I could show you that this level is actually impossible with force jump 1. I have to turn this up, I think. Intended way, and I could go down the not intended way. Like there's like several things I tried out, but it all came down to this. Like in the end, like you can do the intended strats, like the not intended but the speedrun strats by just breaking those chains. But then you're down there and you cannot get back up again and open the door, like go through the door. Actually, you can open it, but then you're stuck and you cannot go back. So what I have to do is I have to kill all these guys. I am not faster than you run, like no problem. Just watch. Wait, so chat? I got rid of all those. There's no chat. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I have to I have to destroy those 2 pillars all the way back there by just throwing my saber at them. And that is absolutely ridiculous. So first I need to get my saber like as far over there as possible. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. Then I'm gonna get to a spot where I can, yeah, that's good, I think. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Should be like over here. Nope. So this is the reason why I'm seriously afraid about the run right now. Because this can take a very long time. This is like the craziest strat that I found up to date. Okay, maybe that works. Dude, I hit it first go, man. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh shit, I'm so high. Oh, wow, dude. Like yesterday that took me half an hour to just get once. Oh my god. Okay, so just gotta do it with the other one, right? What? Dude, I can't believe I just did that. Holy shit.
Oh, what a glorious video this is.
Okay, so do it again, dude. Oh, that looks bad. Yeah, that looks bad. Okay, maybe at the edge. Yeah, maybe at the edge I can try it. Dude, I tried that way longer than 30 minutes. Like, you can't even believe. I think my game's crashing though. So I'll just restart real quick. Dude, yesterday you can't believe how many hours I tried to find a strat like this and it actually worked. Like I got this in maybe like 50% consistency, what I just did. So
watch this.
oh, dude, fuck. but it was a good try.
That was a good try.
You could actually hear the saber there. Like if you hear that, then you did it right at least.
Yeah, wait, how many is
Yeah,
any
basically I
percent?
spent like at least 2 hours yesterday, and then a lot more time. No, that didn't work.
Dude, holy shit! Oh my god. Fuck, that feels so good. Oh my god. I can't believe I pulled that off, dude. God, dude. I think you can't even believe. You can't even understand that feeling, dude. I spent so many hours working on that. Oh my god, dude.
So you have to run.
Okay, life did it again, by the way.
You have to run carefully there because unfortunately one you take lots of fall damage. So that's why I'm running around like this. But okay, so that's the video. So that was so hype. Can you guys even believe this? Like the day before this, I wasn't even sure if this would work, and I spent like a good 1 to 2 hours just jumping up and down, and I didn't even know if it would work. I didn't know the no, I didn't know Muffin's push strat. It was the first time anyone ever did this challenge, right? It was just I I didn't know, and then uh, it took me 5 minutes and run. It was insane. Like the hype you just felt, it was actually real back in the day. That was so crazy. Okay, so then this was 4 years ago, right? What did we just find out? 3 years ago. 3 years ago. So one day, Vrindar, who he always, I don't know, he loves this old shit. Okay, so he's one of the people who probably knows all of these old videos of mine. Because he watched them at some point for fun, and he probably watched the entirety of this bullshit video as well. And he just comes up to me and he's like, yeah, you did this. Interesting. Or something like this. He asked me, I don't know why he would do it. Maybe either he watched this video before or he asked me something about Core 1 where we were hanging out in voice. And I told him you should watch this if you want to see a dumb strat. I think, yeah, that's what it was. I think that's what it was. I told him you should watch this if we want to see a completely ridiculous strat. And then he took this and he was like, this looks easy. Let me try. I'm just gonna try. And then he found Rindor, right? So yeah, and then he did this, and actually he had the perseverance to also do it in runs. So he took this shit video, saw a shit strat, and made it good. Now everybody's doing it. And it was, now that you say surprise, it is actually probably the same. Because Vrindar, I mean, okay, Make Surprise Terrible was also found by Bildo. But it was so early in the run that people still did it. And Vrindar was the one who figured out you can simply crouch through the floor. But that's another story, okay. But yeah, this is I don't know. This is such a cool example of why you should do the old puzzle challenges and you should watch the old shit. And people had such different ideas and different, I don't know, approaches to the game back in the day. I really love this. Okay, so we're coming up to the last example, and even though I hate including myself in this list, I think one level is one that I probably shaped more than anyone else by a huge amount, because it's probably the level that I spent the most time on myself over the years. Tauntaun is a good example, but it's just a trick. Yeah, Rail, you're correct. It's Rail. So if you just enter Rail into my profile and you look for videos, I saw like 10, there's at least 10 Rail videos that I uploaded at some point. And Rail is also a level where if I did a video about how a level would change over time, it would probably be rail. So, and Ryan said this to me, he wanted to do one. And the one the one level I would pick is definitely rail, because if you just watch old runs of me and you go through how the level evolved and evolved and evolved and evolved to how absolutely insane it is today. So, for example, this is an old chain that I found, so to say, quote unquote. Right? So this is a chain. I did this way later than when I found it. I found this way earlier than when I was good at strafe jumping. And I only hit this chain because of the slope of this tube right here. So this right here. So I couldn't do this jump. My angle changing one and jump canceling was too bad, so I couldn't get over. So the only way I would reach this by pulling off a slope boost and then getting over to this. And also I timed this, so there's some old timing videos of me comparing 3 different rail strats, and I didn't find it, unfortunately, but maybe if I enter comparison. Yes, there we go. This is it. This is the video I was looking for. So this is a segmented. You should be. So first of all, watch the right side. The right side is what the level was at the time. Done pretty well. Just watch the right side right now. Don't worry about left side. So this is just old chains. Pretty much the ending like you would do it nowadays as well. They even got the dude boost, the last one. And this is from 2016. So the rail ending was already in a pretty good state. I was okay at the game, so on and so forth. But now watch the left one. Left one, you get the EB here, you go up here. This is like, I think we're a segment. And then you do the crazy bullshit chain. But you don't even do the full chain because I was too bad at the time. You do a weird variant where you jump on this. See? And then as it turns out, the way I did it back there, it takes a ton of your HP away. You need at least like 150 combined HP with shield in order to go over this railing, because you have to hit it twice in order to go over, and then you still have to do this chain, which hitting this E boost, these two E boosts in a row is very difficult. And then as it turns out to be, it's only like nothing faster than the right side. I mean, we end up at the exact same spot pretty much at the exact same time. And this didn't ever discourage me from playing this level over and over and over and over and over again, and to find stuff like this chain. There's more. There's also the one right here that I'm currently looking into for spin glitch. So this is the old one. This is also from 2016 in January, so this is a really old one. And back in the day, we didn't know you wouldn't go over this railing. So nowadays we go over this railing, as you know, we go on top of this and we do the extremely long chain to the end. What we did back in the day is we never climbed up to this. We simply went around this, through this train. We go to the right, you do double boost or single dude boost. Actually, I forgot to preload the tutorial, which has the big chains. I'm gonna explain it based on the tutorial, I think. Where is the rail tutorial? It's not in here. Why doesn't it found it? Maybe tier 1 rail? Yes, this is it. Okay, so this strat right here that you're looking at right now. So this was cool because of 2 reasons to me. This is why I uploaded it, because there's 2 health packs right there. And as you can see, my HP is 1. So why is it 1? Because in the day, what we used to do, and this is what you're going to see in the tutorial in a second. I could go in-game, but I'm going to show you in the tutorial. What we used to do is we used to do rail as the last level in tier 1. We would have rage 2, heal 2, and then we would simply walk on the first electric railing with rage until it would wear off, and then we would do the jump chain, which was called second to fourth, where you jumped all the way to the 4th carriage with rage, and then you had 1 HP for the rest of the level, and you couldn't do more railing, walking on the rails anymore because you simply didn't have enough health. And going on top of this thing, first of all, I didn't know you could simply crouch climb up right there. So this is
a thing that I wasn't aware that I knew this in 2016. And then I wanted to do this chain because I found it cool that the E-boost works and there's a double health pack. So you can jump into this double health pack, collect 50 health, and then do the segmented chain that I just showed you. You know what I mean? And if you land right there, then it also spawns the two dudes, so you can do single dude boost or double dude boost as a follow-up. This is why this chain is cool. And then we have other stuff like this. So this is already when we were on top of this is my video finding the big chain, which everybody is doing nowadays. But it's bad attempts of it. See, like I didn't know it. You can clearly see it's not refined. It's just me having the idea of getting over there. That was also after Rageless was found. And I believe this is maybe this video. Yeah, this is the video. This is the Rageless trick. So this is the video where this is in September 2016. This is when I found Rageless Rail. And this is what actually triggered Muffin to do this trick and to go for Lightning 3. So this is actually the discovery that allowed everyone to go for Lightning 3. And it also completely changed what we were doing in the level, because the follow-up to this, as you all know, nowadays is you go onto this support, onto the yellow support right there. You go up, you do the long chain to the fourth carriage again. But watch what I did back in the day, because I had no idea what the follow-up was. This is one of the most beautiful things. I swear, I love this. Watch this. Okay, did you see what was going on there? So I'm gonna slow down the video. And I don't do this because I'm so fond of myself, okay? I just think some things in this game are just fucking pure beauty, okay? Watch this. So this is unfortunately a 30 FPS video, but we click climb up this, okay? We glide down. Then we do an E-boost. And watch now, so I'm crouched, okay? Clearly, these two elevations, this support line here is too high. I can't get an E-boost off this, but I can get an E-boost off this. So what do? I uncrouch exactly when I'm over the support. I uncrouch, which extends my hitbox, making me hit this platform and getting an E-boost, which allows me to go over. Isn't this insane? Like, seriously. And I wasn't even trying to make this fast. It was just, I found this and I was like, this is the most beautiful follow-up I can think of. It wasn't even, hey guys, this is fast. I mean, it probably was faster than we were doing at the time, because we were going around. Sorry, up on the railing. The going around part is a really old strat as well. But yeah, this is the Rageless. And then, based on Rageless, because suddenly you had a ton of HP, you could actually do other stuff. You could do the segmented that I showed you, where you would go on the carriage before this, excuse me, after this, and then go all the way to the end. Or you could do this, which is also what everybody is doing right now. But it's a very unrefined version, so as you can see, I go all the way over here. I tried to go to do a non-boosted jump with good turning to get over, but I just couldn't get it because I didn't really know. See, like I'm just missing a tiny bit of speed because I wasn't aware of the elevation boost chain you can set up from right here. I don't even know it. Okay, never mind. But yeah, that's just me trying this and then making a video of it. Oh, this one. See, I do go for it, but it just don't take my time. And then I just give up. But I probably got this and then I wanted to make a video. And then this is the rail tutorial. This is a nice tutorial, I think. The beginning also is one of my favorite parts. This double thing that I'm always doing, or still doing up to date. This is such a cool tutorial. We're just gonna watch the tutorial because it shows the old strats so well.
And Jan punches the weaker right in the... Can anyone hear me? This is gonna be the tutorial for Corellia or T1 Rail, depending on what you like better. Rail is an incredibly fast-paced level with a lot of difficult and interesting chains. For that reason,
Why can't you guys not hear anything?
Since there are so many different strategies you can possibly do on Rail, I will only cover the most important ones. I highly encourage you to go through the level yourself, as there's a huge variety of ways to play a certain part, so make sure you find one that you're most comfortable with. For For optimal speed strats, it is mandatory to have Force Heal and Rage on level 2 each. That is the reason why you want to do Rail as the fourth and last mission in your tier 1 in your runs.
See? For some reason... So, the reason, of course, is Rageless wasn't discovered. We go Rage to Heal 2
As
here.
the first step, you have to climb up the first carriage of the tram.
Okay, so this is a bunch of different ways of climbing.
Jumping. The next important trick on Rail is the big chain going all the way from the second to fourth carriage. You start out by jumping onto the right electric rail after climbing on top of first.
So this is what we used to do. This is what we used to do, and then this used to be probably one of the craziest chains that was in the game at the time, together with maybe Acid Trip on VGN 1. This chain was considered to be extremely difficult, and I think only like 1 or 2 people at the time were going for this. Maybe 3, maybe me, Prasco, and Muffin. And the reason is you're so fast, so if you do it from here, you're so fast that you have to, this is why the circle is there, you have to slow yourself down constantly. Because otherwise you're going to overshoot this ledge and you can't go for the full elevation boost chain. And the reason for this, this is the reason why many people, especially those who are learning, did either this backup right here, so they just went down, but this is a hard backup. This requires good movement, so this is what the high players would do. And then like the lower players, if they wanted to do this chain, they would do it like this. They would just run on the railing, jump down here, get an E boost, and then the rest of the chain is extremely easy. So maybe you didn't really catch the difference. The difference is you do 1 additional E boost. So either you start from the support and you do the chain from the support, or you run on the railing, you jump down and then do the chain from the railing. And actually this seems to be a small difference, but on the highest level this was a difference from something like 3 or 4 seconds that you would save. Because running on this is slow. You're a slow boy with rage on and so on. Yeah, so that was a very beautiful chain. One of my favorite things in this game to do. The next one is single double dude boost. You probably know this. It's gonna make a comeback in Spin Glitch whenever I will run this. DDB and SDB. They have a purpose in Spin. If you get the big chain over, actually not in Spin and unrestricted. You can't really do it in Spin only because you need a crouch boost for this. But this is a different topic. This is me explaining single double dude boost. And then this is the chain through the final, through the bomb train. This is the final chain. Blah blah blah. Okay. So that was rail. There's more to rail. There's also there's strats that I found and I put in before really anyone was doing during runs. There was pretty much only Vino. There was a strat in the very beginning where you would go around the very second carriage, but all of this is very old. Nobody ever picked it up, so I didn't want to include it into the list. But yeah, okay. So that was my last example. So episode 2, it's nearing its end. It's actually getting much longer than I expected it to be. I'm sorry guys, I hope you're not all asleep already. We're gonna do the bonus example, which was I think proposed by who? Zim. It was Zimcho. So for this, leap of faith. No, this is wrong. We're gonna go to my profile. Rift. What is this? I don't even know what this is. No, this is also wrong. P3 Rift. Okay, I don't know where this is. It's probably not on my channel, so I have it on my computer. No problem. Here. No. Here. Yes, this is it. This is the video you want. Alright, so Old Leap of Faith. This is the bonus, by the way. Oh, by the way, what is this? I want to know what this is. Ah, this is the Leap of Faith tutorial. Oh, wow, it's 3 minutes long. I don't want to watch it now.
Approximately right here. So
2015. So
height that you can hit this
13th of December.
So there's a very, very narrow part of the ramp that you're allowed to hit.
Okay, so this is boring. I mean, this is exactly what I'm talking about, but this is boring. So in 2015, what we used to do is the actual Leap of Faith. For this we need VLC. Okay, so I don't know how this is gonna work out because I have not watched this tutorial in a long time. But what I'm talking about is a chain where you would just simply jump down with protect. As you can see, I have protect at this point, and then continue with a certain chain, and that chain was called Leap of Faith. And the reason may be clear to you after you watch it.
The Leap of Faith is a very precise jump chain near the end of Rift. Lets you clear the last gap with a good amount of speed. To perform it, you want to get 2 boosted strafe jumps, the second one hitting this ramp out of a kind of specific spot. You can then continue the chain on the secret platform and go right to the end. Since you will drop all your momentum when you fall too far down, the area of optimal height to continue the chain is very narrow. You don't want to land too high up on the ramp, nor too low down, because both will make you lose your speed. I use this corner as a visual cue to tell whether or not I have to adjust my jump. You want to land roughly in this area of the slope. If you notice yourself hitting it too high, you can adjust your jump in this area of the slope. If you notice yourself hitting it too high, you can adjust your jump and instead aim for the lower platform.
I did not forget about this.
Once more in full speed.
Okay, so do you guys understand why this jump was called Leap of Faith now? So the only thing, so literally this is what it's about. So if you jump from up there, you have exactly this much of the slope that you can land off. Because if you land too high, you're going to drop the speed on the next jump. And if you land too low, you're going to drop the speed immediately. Because you need to get an elevation boost. And the elevation boost has a limitation both in height, you can, both an upper and, it has an upper and a lower limit, right? And it's called Leap of Faith, and that's why the name is so perfect. Because you had to believe that you were on the right spot on the ramp, right? You never knew. If you jumped on this part, then you jumped over, you believed, and you died. Because, hey, you just dropped all your speed. Too bad. Well, you got too high. If you got too low, okay, you immediately knew you didn't have to believe. But every single time you did this trick, and you did it from full speed in a run, it was thrilling. I don't know. Can't say it any differently. So right, this is a slowed down version. Once you touch this and you get the speed, you have to kind of believe that you hit the elevation boost. It was so hard to tell where you hit the ramp on, so this is the reason why it was called Leap of Faith. It's actually such a cool trick. Okay, I'm gonna turn on music again. And so what Muffin did is the current version, it's still called Leap of Faith because the old version was called Leap of Faith. But of course, now the trick is completely different because you don't have to get an elevation boost anymore, or you don't even get one. I mean, you never intend to get one, so you don't have to believe into anything, it's just a jump. You do have to, of course, hit the slope, because the slope gives you tons of speed. But when Muffin first came in and showed me how to do the new Leap of Faith, I believed he was crazy, because I thought he was hitting this part of the ramp from all the way up there until I realized it was, of course, dumb and it was just a standard non-boosted jump. But still, I mean, he found this. He had the idea of doing this, and he found this, and it changed. Everyone is doing it nowadays, so it's of course a fantastic find. But there are more honorable mentions, as I said. Go Surprisey, sorry, not Go Surprisey. Make Surprise great again. Rindar's discovery of going through the floor with a crouch. That's also an honorable mention. There were many levels like this where I would also consider myself on Sour up there because I think I changed the level extremely
compared to when you look at older runs before I did it. Like Elemental Guard's run, Sour is very different from mine. There's Muffin bringing in lightning strats and then completely, for example, completely changing Sour, completely changing Biss ending. I don't know what else is there. There's of course the most influential skip in the history of the game, Hitler Hole. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess that was episode 2. JKAcademics. I guess we're going with that name now, guys. I guess we're rolling. Buildo skip, yeah, the most influential skip in the game. Buildo skip, Region 2. Nobody forged a level the way Buildo did with Region 2. Yeah, I guess that's it for today. If you have questions or suggestions, please let me know. I'm quite a busy man nowadays, so I wish I could play this game, but I just have other stuff to do. Yeah, you're welcome, Zim. I enjoyed it as well. I think this one was more thoroughly planned than the last one. But I hope even in the last one people learned something and so on, and in this one too. No, you don't. There was a backup people would do or an alternative. That was just a bit slower. But the way I did it, you needed to hit that point. And you have to also understand that curving and angle changing at the time, 2015, end of 2015, was not really at the level where it is today. So a lot of the skips were actually impossible because people couldn't do them like consistently because they're because their turning was too